What's up everyone? Welcome to the channel, and today I'm watching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood episode 23. So I'm straight on after watching episode 22, and I don't have an incredible amount to talk about before this episode. But my discussion was pretty good and I talked about everything that I wanted to. Fantastic episode, by the way, I'll just say it again. From start to finish, it was very good. Covered everything I think that needed to be covered, plus a lot more. That whole flashback with Scar and his brother and how he got his brother's arm, just incredible. Some great moments, a lot of Winry, dealing with loss and everything. And something I realized, the title of last episode, Backs in the Distance, quite literally referring to the backs of the people that Winry would see as, the last image of them. Her parents, Hughes, and then, she had that image of Ed and Al walking away, and, she was fearful of losing them as well. So just another great call on the title there for that episode. I think I've missed a lot of those that I don't see until afterwards. But this episode, I'm hoping we get some conclusion on what happened between Ling and Bradley, with Lan Fan and Gluttony in the mix as well. Al and Scar have run off to, I assume, continue fighting as Ed consoled Winry after her very near situation with Scar. Hoping Roy and Hawkeye join the mix as well this episode. Don't have much more to say about this one. I'm just very excited to see what happens. So we're going to get into it. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 23. You're all on the battlefield. What does that mean? Winry? This music though. Are we back to Ling? Here we go. And he gets away.
A smoke bomb and a grenade in one.
Excellent.
That reckless fool is beginning to annoy me.
Okay, good.
Think you can follow their scent?
I'm gonna send Gluttony after him. And now we're back here as well. Okay, good.
Here, officer.
Get that away from Winry.
Take her somewhere.
Oh, she's got Ed's coat on.
Winry, Al is still fighting, so I have to go. Okay?
They're gonna be okay though, Winry.
I'm sorry. When this is over, I'll explain everything.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Damn, poor Winry, man. I just want this all to be over so everyone can just be happy.
Why?
What's the symbolism there?
Waiting, the only thing I can do.
It's not though.
It's just about time.
Time to get involved? Let's go! So Hawkeye's going. Roy's not ready yet.
There's a vacant house outside of town. That's where we'll meet up.
If something goes wrong, I'll let you know.
All right.
Excellent. This pleases me. Yeah, Roy behind the scenes though.
And sir, please stay out of the field.
I know, Lieutenant. Now go.
He does need to be told though. Oh, Gluttony's under. He's chasing.
Give up.
Oh, Lan Fan is not in a good way. Oh, the blood trail. I see.
Dead end. We're trapped.
Okay, we're far from over yet.
Scar again. Gluttony, go see what he's up to this time. I'll take care of our two little friends here.
Okay, what's gonna happen here? Dude, Lan Fan, I'm getting very nervous.
Happened to me.
What's wrong?
My heart. My lord. I'm useless to you now.
Don't worry about that. Let's get out of there first.
You cannot burden yourself with me. If you do, they'll only get you too. A king is no king without his people. But
Yeah,
a
king.
people without their king would be lost as well. You can't do that to
That's
them.
really interesting.
My lord, think of our clan.
I won't leave you.
Call back to the conversation with Bradley last episode.
Someone must be left behind. For the greater good.
Come on, Lan Fan, you don't have to do this.
Lan Fan, what are you planning?
She's gonna. No!
Don't do it!
She was gonna kill herself, so Link could get away. Oh my gosh, is that Al? That's some crazy alchemy right there. Look at my boy.
Alchemy trapped you in that metal prison, and yet you still have faith in it.
Alchemy saved him, my guy.
There are plenty of things about this body that are inconvenient, but it's nothing I can't live with. I don't need pity from anyone, least of all from you.
Talk to him then, Al.
My brother used alchemy to save my
Yes,
life.
to save his
To
life.
regret the form I have now would mean not only rejecting alchemy, but also turning my back on him. I believe in my brother, and I believe in alchemy.
Scar can relate
I will
to
not
that.
lose faith.
Brother.
I want to believe.
Let's go.
Do you?
Ooh, steam. That's pretty sick. Let's go.
Brother, where's
She's safe. No thanks to me, though. I made her cry again.
Go back to 2 episodes
You really
ago.
should be more careful, brother.
It's tough though, man. Now's not the time. Let's focus.
She doesn't like to see you fight like that.
But she's gone now. Let's end this. Ooh, I found you.
Oh, and now Gluttony's here as well. Oh my god. So Gluttony's after Scar as well.
Look at his tattoo!
Homunculus.
So they've not seen Gluttony yet, right? Oh, it's just too easy. Oh. It's not that simple. The regeneration. I wonder if Scar probably doesn't know about the homunculi. Bradley is walking. What that mean? Ooh. There's no way he left Lan Pan there. Look at this guy. Where's his shirt? Wait, what's going on? My head is everywhere. Gluttony? No, he's fine. Did Lan Pan like chop her arm off or something? What's going on? Wow, that's a crazy animation shot.
Right, on it.
But alchemy is so
Your
useful.
regenerative abilities working against you. Your flesh won't stop expanding.
Oh.
Keep you tied up nice and tight.
Oh, that's so tough. Okay, what about Scar?
That was well played, girl.
Why is it on the dog though? And he's left Lan Pan down here? She cut her arm off. That is hard.
How does it feel to be
That is
tricked?
hardcore.
You lose this round.
Why did they have to tie it to the dog though?
Homunculus.
The Scar knows about homunculi, okay? Hawkeye. Ooh. Damn, Hawkeye. And Scar is down.
Put him in. We're getting out of here.
Put. Okay, wait, we have Gluttony? We just have Gluttony. What about Scar?
Hold on a sec, Lieutenant.
Disguise. Wait, Ling and Gluttony in a car with Hawkeye.
The MPs are watching.
This is where we are.
Pretend we don't know her.
Okay, Ed caught on to that real quick.
And a jerk, but at least we can trust him. We have something to do.
Okay. Sit him down, sit him down. So now they've caught Gluttony.
We have to get him out.
Like, can they stop Scar now?
You killed
That's
the
a sick
Rostas
shot.
and Nina.
You're going to answer for your crime!
Talk to him. It's me! Wait, she's a demon.
Are these two giving you trouble, servant?
Servant?
The servant
Wait,
of the man who
servant?
saved my life. You better leave him alone, puny little boy. Wait a sec. Why you call him puny?
Wait, no, but she wanted to meet Ed, right?
Get away, girl.
They've got us outnumbered.
Of course she got here just after Linger's gone. Oh my god, she's so quick with it. It's all happening now. So May's gonna get away with Scar.
What kind of alchemy was that?
Here, follow me.
This is so...
Can't see.
She has no idea. She just met the Fullmetal Alchemist, right?
I know who you are, Ling Yao. Don't worry.
My friend, I left her behind. Go get her.
What? No, we can't. We don't have
Oh,
time.
Lan Pan.
Time. She could be dying now. She's still waiting there for me.
had
You have to
better
go.
make it quick.
Yes, good. Oh no, it's Bradley. He sees.
That woman driving.
Does he know it's Hawkeye?
I'm sure she's Mustangs.
It's, oh god. And I'm sure he saw Gluttony as well.
I'm tired of playing games with that upstart.
What does this mean? Lan Fan?
Fullmetal
Oh,
Alchemist.
not the pie, man. Oh, same thing she did to Scar before.
Eyes. Is that how mine looked? No matter what I do, hatred only breeds more hatred.
So what? Maybe you should stop.
There you go.
I sense character development for Scar in the future. And May is clutch. This might be Yoki then.
Sir,
Yep.
The MPs are all closing in on us. Quickly, sir. Quickly.
May is.
Where are you?
Oh, the panda?
Oh no.
Look what I found,
Oh!
Ed.
Al has the panda. Is this like a... What is this? Is this like a
Panda bears out.
familiar or
Leave me
something?
alone in the middle of all
It's the
that
tiniest
mess
panda
back
I've
there?
ever seen.
Stray cats and now this. Just how many animals
Of
can you
course,
stuff
Al
in
loves
that
his,
armor of yours,
his
huh?
animals.
Get rid of it.
Look how sweet and gentle she is.
Oh, wait, he's metal.
It's all right. You're safe now.
That's pretty funny. Wow, how is this all going to come together?
You can stay in here, okay?
He's just got Xiao Mei inside of him. Oh. Yeah, let's all be happy for a minute. This is good. Oh.
Oh. Hello there, Full Metal Alchemist.
If you're Bradley, this is a
And they've just started to suspect him as well. I'm nervous.
Friend of such an important alchemist, she deserves our every courtesy. I should
Bro,
go on
I'm
my
so
way now.
nervous.
If you'll please excuse me, miss.
Yeah, please go away.
Oh, of course, sir.
That's a nice, honest friend you've got there. Make sure you both take good care of her.
Honest? What did she tell you?
Ed, you promised. Tell me everything about my parents. What happened to them?
It does need to happen, but it's better she knows.
I see.
Dude, Winry arguably
Did
has it the
everything I could
worst
to help
out of
others,
every character in this
right
show.
up until the end. But I just wish they could have come back to me alive. Is that selfish?
No, absolutely not.
More waiting. That's all I can ever do.
Mm-mm. You have your role, Winry. I guess she feels like she wants to be able to do more. So much out of her control right now.
Miss Rockbell, there's a telephone call for you.
For me?
For Winry?
Yes, hello? Oh, Mr. Garfield.
I'm sorry about this, Winry.
Oh,
I know
from
you've
Rush
got a lot
Valley.
going on, and I tried to handle it myself, really.
Where is she? Isn't Winry back yet?
Look at this.
This is perfect.
But I can't take this anymore. Your customers are so needy.
They all want Winry. Oh, she needs this so much right now. I hope this is a good thing for her.
Tetsu?
Please come back to the shop soon. You do a much better job working on my leg than Mr. Garfield can.
This is what I was saying. The first time she said all I can do is wait, and I said no, this is what I meant. This is what she does.
My arm needs work. Hey, hold on a sec. I was first.
I'm getting emotional again.
You idiot. Of course you miss her. We all do. Isn't that the truth?
Perfectly timed as well.
I'll be back home soon.
Good, good,
hold
good.
on.
Oh, let's give Winry some wins, shall we?
I'll help everyone. Thank you all.
Everybody smile. I'll take it.
Thank
That's
you
perfect, though.
for stopping me back there. I forgot there were still people.
Yeah, let's get Winry out of harm's way for a while.
If I had done it, I wouldn't have been able to face them again.
Of course.
I expect you to take good care of your automail.
Yep.
Oh, and
Oh,
the
she was
service
meant to
of your
go back
car
earlier,
should
wasn't she?
order soon now.
Okay, this pleases me, but
And no dying, okay?
yeah,
Right.
of course. Damn,
Oh,
look at the
and
animation, so
The
good.
next time I make you cry,
There's important moments.
Huh? What? I can't hear you.
No, say it!
Brother?
He couldn't
Wait
do
up.
it. Oh, what was he gonna
See you
say?
later.
Okay. Jeez.
Oh,
Edward! What were you saying?
he couldn't.
The next time I make you cry, I hope there'll be tears of joy. And
That's
that
my
way
guy.
We'll be back in our normal bodies, and I'll make you cry out of sheer happiness. That's a promise.
Let's go. Oh, I don't want to cry. Oh, I'm so happy.
Give me a new arm and a leg. Well, there's no turning back for us now, brother. What are you crying for, Winry?
That boy is getting big. Look at him. Oh.
this time, have I been falling for him?
Yes! Excellent. I've been waiting for that. Something like that. I love it. It's time.
Get in the car.
Wait, is this the coroner?
If you'd rather not get involved, I'll understand.
I'll get my instruments.
Are you sure about this?
My wife and I split up not long after I came back from duty in Ishval. You let her wander around the sewers with her arm cut off?
Oh,
Don't
yep.
blame me if she gets lockjaw.
Is she gonna get infected? Oh dear, I don't like
I'm
this.
afraid the only patients I've had lately have been corpses.
I'm sorry. No, don't apologize. I'm the one who suggested it, remember? We
Damn,
both
Ling
had
probably
something
feels
to
really
do
bad
with
about
so it
this
made
for Lan
sense.
Fan.
I know I must be ready to make certain sacrifices.
But Lan Fan though.
But
Nah, yeah.
I wasn't ready for this.
Nah, I feel you, bro.
Lan Fan was, though. She made the decision that I was too weak to make.
True. It's so tough. But she's alive. It's just like Havoc, you know? At least she's alive.
You okay?
That old trap of yours worked pretty well.
First thing she says. Oh!
I'm useless without
Nice.
my arm. I'm going to need to find a replacement.
Automail arm. Why didn't I think of that?
I can introduce you to a great engineer.
Oh, I love this. I did not even think about that. I'm so silly.
I'm with the state military. Name's Colonel Roy Mustang.
Roy and Ling. I like it.
And my name is Ling Yao, the 12th son of the Emperor of Xing. I appreciate you finding a doctor.
It was
This
no
pleases
problem.
me.
Thank you for helping us with the Ross incident. And also, for bringing this thing
I
in.
forgot they have got me. That's so interesting. What does this mean? What can we do with him?
What do we have here?
He's a homunculus.
So it's pretty
He
common
and his
knowledge, I
friends
guess, what a
appear to have
homunculus is.
connections among some of the military's senior staff.
Scar knew. It seems
Just
like
some,
Nox
you say?
knows.
It goes far deeper than that.
What do you know, Ling?
King Bradley? I believe it's possible that he's a homunculus too.
Whoa. They were suspecting him,
I saw
but
his
not this
eye,
deep, I think.
The one under the patch. It had an Ouroboros tattoo. Although Bradley doesn't have the same sort of inhuman presence that you get from Gluttony. At his core, he still feels like a regular person.
This is what I've been saying. There's something like that.
If the Führer is a homunculus, how can he possibly have a son? It said in that book.
No. The Führer's son Salim is adopted.
That'll
There's
do
no
it.
direct blood relation between him and his father.
Whether he's monster or human. Either way, these new developments will make it easier to remove him from the seat of power.
Exactly. But
First,
we'll
we
have
get
to see what
information out of
happens.
This one, and I'll take his stone. It may prove useful in treating my man.
Lan Fan lost her arm to get him. He's our captive. We're taking
Oh,
him back
he
to
wants the
Xing.
Philosopher's Stone to treat Havoc.
Get our bodies back. We've been working on that for a long time.
Oh, this is so interesting.
Waltz off with him.
Everyone wants the Philosopher's Stone for their own different things.
You're an illegal alien.
I'm too old for this.
Oh,
kind
don't
of
say
thing.
that.
Good luck, Mustang. I'm going home.
Listen to me.
We all need to talk.
Mustang was one who killed last. Mustang must pay for what he did.
Oh no, this is not good. Everyone focus. Whoa. It's like... Is that like the truth? A portal, even?
What was that?
It's gonna cliffhanger me. I can accept this one. I will allow it. But the... I will allow the cliffhanger, but they need to stop. They're being very consistent with these cliffhangers, and they're very good. But they're not gonna do a lot of good on my mental. And that's 6 in a row. Fantastic episodes. Another fantastic one. We're getting a lot more action lately as well, which I personally enjoy. That cliffhanger is huge. There is so much to unpack there, but I'll leave that for the end. And I'll try to go chronologically again. So straight off the bat, Ling and Lan Fan initially get away from Bradley and Gluttony, just to have essentially Lan Fan slowing Ling down, you know, feeling like she's a burden. Ling's gonna get caught as well. So we get faked out a little bit, like she was clearly going to, you know, do something with this kunai. they made you think she was going to, I guess, kill herself. So Ling would have no choice but to go in by himself and potentially get away. But no, she cut her arm off, which I did come to the conclusion of very quickly after thinking she killed herself, which is so hardcore. Like, Ling said it perfectly. He said Lan Han was prepared to do what he was too weak to do, but I don't think that's necessarily true in that case. Like, no way is Ling going to abandon Lan Han, but in essence, Lan Han was prepared to cut her own limb off. Like, that's insane. And she used the same trick that Ed used against her. I still don't know why it needed to be on the dog. That is pretty nuts. But yeah, she left her arm there, and as like a fake out. And Ling escaped in the sewers, left Lan Han down there, and popped up to help the guys. We got another really cool exchange between Ed, Elle, and Scar, and Paul Winry being left alone again. And I touched on this during the episode, but saying, all I'm doing is waiting. Like, it's all I can do. I guess while she's in Central, being surrounded by all of this, I mean, yeah, she's not really capable of doing much. Like, in the action like that, girl on the battlefield. But, like, her relevance and importance and what she can do comes outside of that, right? Which I'm so grateful for this show for actually pointing that out as well, and at the perfect time. Like, it's not what she can do, like, on the battlefield. Like, it's what she can do with automail, like, as a mechanic. Like, that's where her value comes in. And I'm so glad, like, at that moment, like, she got a call from Rush Valley where she was working. Everyone's like, where's Winry? Like, bring Winry back. We need Winry. She does such a good job. I think Gabriel, maybe, or something was the guy's name. But that was fantastic. She did say last episode, or even the one before, that she was about to go back. And Ed was like, maybe you should stay. I might have a bit of a shambles with my arm. He was about to fight Scar, which by some miracle, his arm did not get destroyed. And I think Al came out of it pretty well off as well. But very happy that Winry kind of got her, like, I don't want to say, like, she got her spark back, but it was really nice for Winry to have a happy moment, especially after the shambles that she's been through these last few episodes. And I'll get to the train station scene in a little bit once I get through the rest of this fight with Scar. So when Ling turns up to help Ed and Al, really cool scene. You kind of get the gist of what's going on straight away with him and Lan Han. But Ling, super quick thinking, tying up Gluttony, like, got Ed to alchemy, transmute whatever, the train tracks into the super tight cable, ties them up. Here comes Hawkeye, disguised, like, quick, get him in, jump in, we're out of here, pop, shoots Scar in the knee, like, weakening him. They drive off. Scar is weak, but then here comes May, finally, with the two-footed kicks to Ed and Al. Really cool introduction to what she can actually do outside of Alchemistry. And then the MPs rock up, May again in the cart with her daggers, like she's drawing transmutation circles with her feet, like, bang, Alchemistry, alchemy, whatever she's doing, super quick, obviously very talented. I got the impression she was very young, but she seems very, very skilled. I'm also, like, wondering if perhaps she's a relative of the Emperor as well, or to Ling. But of course, she turns up as soon as Ling has gone. I'm really curious to see what their interaction would have been like if they know each other. But then Scar and May get away, and they're with Yoki, who was there as well. And May finds out that I think Xiao Mei was the name of the panda. Al has the panda. Of course, Al loves the animals, and I was curious, like, is Xiao Mei like an actual panda? Because it's so small. So I said, like, well, maybe it's a familiar, but who knows? At this point, it seems like an actual panda, and now it's living inside Al's body, which is very on brand for Al. And when Lan Han and Ling were running, Lan Han was talking to Ling about, this is talking to him, about the king. This is not how the king would act, or something like that. Initially, I was like, damn, is she calling him the king? Like, wait, is he actually the emperor? But I think she's referring to the fact that Ling wants to be the emperor, right? This is not how the emperor or the king would behave, right? But I found that really interesting, especially after how Ling was talking to Bradley last episode about, you're a king, you're a fraud. So lots of, like, showing Ling's values, like what he values, like being the son of the emperor, wanting to be the emperor, wanting to be king, and calling Bradley out for being a fraud, and Lan Han showing how much she supports him in his endeavors and for their specific clan as well. So then we get to kind of the aftermath. We get Ed and Al back to Central to meet up with Winry, who was in a room with Bradley. And it sounded like they were talking by what Bradley said at the end, you have a very honest friend. And that made me very nervous. Like, Bradley's just waiting there. He's just been out there doing stuff. So he's really getting involved now. But I'm glad they got to talk a little bit about, Scar and Winry's parents, which did lead into the scene of Winry getting the call about going back to do more automail mechanic work back in Rush Valley. Great, get her out of harm's way for a while, back to doing what she's good at. But that train station scene, that was something. It was very something. I'm a big sucker for things like that. For essentially what Winry said at the end, but Ed is showing a lot of growth and a lot of care for Winry as well. He did say during the episode to Al, he's like, Winry's fine, but I made her cry again, which is what he said to Al a few episodes ago, saying I can't tell her about what happened to her parents because I don't want to make her cry again. And then when they were saying farewell in the train station, he said, the next time I make you cry, I hope it's, and then he cut off like he couldn't say it. I'm really glad Winry called him out and said, boy, what were you going to say? And he said in his very, manly way, like feels, said, the next time I make you cry, it's going to be tears of joy. We're going to have our proper bodies back. You are going to cry tears of sheer happiness. Like, bro cares for Winry so much. Like, and the way Al kind of gives him the little, as they're walking away, and Ed's all just like, you know exactly what the interaction's like. So I really love that. And then Winry, like, looking at him, like, watching him walk away, and then she's pondering to herself, flashbacks to scenes of Ed during his big moments, like character-defining moments, and then some of those shots, they did kind of reference to me that he is growing a little bit, and then she says, this entire time, have I been falling for him? Excellent. Get that in there. Let's build that up. It's only going to make it even worse if something happens to either of them, but that is anime. That is why we watch these shows. But that's really interesting. I can't wait to see what their next interaction is like. Okay, so now that ending sequence, the juicy stuff. So they have that house that Roy and Hawkeye agreed to meet up in after all the fighting was done. Knox, the coroner, who said last episode or the episode before that he did work with Roy during the Ishvalan War, pretty much just, dissecting the bodies that Roy had burnt up. But Knox was there to treat Lan Fan, who Ling had brought along with gluttony. Pretty gruesome and raw scene of Knox kind of sewing up Lan Fan, I guess, after she cut her own arm off. But she seems to be fine, which is fantastic. And it looks like Ling is taking it pretty hard. Like, it was his idea to get involved with Ed and Al, and he said, yeah, I'm willing to accept the risks. There were going to be sacrifices if I'm looking for immortality, but he was not prepared to lose his friends, like Lan Fan. She's lost her arm for him, and he clearly feels pretty bad about that. But I think Lan Fan is the kind of character to, be at peace with that. Like, she did it for Ling, right? That's, their families have been serving Lings for a long time. Ling said that when he got introduced. So, and then what I didn't even think about was that, Ling was just fighting with Gluttony and Bradley, and saw that Bradley was a homunculus as well. The reason I didn't really pick up on the fact that, damn, Ling can tell them about Bradley now was that they had already started suspecting Bradley, not as a homunculus specifically per se, but that he was involved, right? They suspected that Bradley was involved. And now Ling's presented them with the idea that he's probably a homunculus as well. Big shake-up, like Roy said. Big information to help dethrone him of his position. I love that Ling said, they seem to have this thing about them that they can kind of sense the presence. He said Bradley had more of a human presence, right, than Gluttony did. Which is very interesting. We know a little bit about Bradley already, that he's aging, whereas the other homunculi don't. They're not necessarily immortal, but they don't age. And they said Bradley's child, is not of his own blood. He's adopted. So he has a wife and a son, right? That, he doesn't need to be a proper human, I guess, to be able to get into that situation. That makes sense. But still very interesting that Ling said that. I'm going to keep that in my mind. I was already thinking that there's something different going on with Bradley. So I'm really going to remember that information. I'm sure it'll come up again. And then we have the ending sequence with Gluttony. He's heard Roy Mustang's name. Remembered that Envy and Bradley are talking about Roy Mustang is the one that killed Lust. Gluttony clearly was quite close to Lust. They worked together a lot. Gluttony's gone mad hearing Roy Mustang's name. He's just about exploding out of this cage net that he's in. An eye opens up, and instantly I'm like, that's like the thing. Like, we saw that in The Truth, right, in the portal. And then it looked like a portal or something opened up, like there was wind going everywhere. Like, what does that mean? Like, and then Cliffhanger exactly asking the question, what just happened? What did that mean? We'll have to find out next episode, but that's what it looked like to me. Something to do with the portal and the truth, like, just opened up on Gluttony. Like, is that a homunculi thing? It's just another shake-up, another thing that you don't expect to happen has happened. We'll have to see how that plays out next episode. I don't think we have any other plot points going on besides this right now. So Winry's going back to Rush Valley. I'm sure we'll get more on her when the time is right. But everyone else is together, right? Aside from Scar, May, and Yoki, but they were just in the mix, so they're still around. But then everyone else is together. Ed, Al, Roy, Hawkeye, Nox is there, Ling and Lan, and Gluttony's there as well. So I think next episode's going to be really good. And we'll just continue the streak of these amazing episodes. But wow, I feel really good about that discussion again. There's so much going on. The show just keeps getting better. It's just fantastic. But I think that's going to do it for this one. Another banger. Can't wait for the next one. So thank you all so much for watching. Please feel free to continue leaving your comments and feedback down below. I always appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next episode of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.